Hello everyone. So in this episode we are going to be learning how to use PHP without installing it into our computer. So as we are going on in this episode, you might have some questions, and don't worry, I'll be answering all those questions for you. First question you may have is that how can I use PHP without installing it in my computer? And the answer is that you can use online editor tools to do that. Then the next question you might be asking is that why should I use online editor tools, and why is using online editor tools important? The reason is because, first of all, some people may have a slow computer, or if you are a beginner and you want to do basic PHP and you don't want to go through the stress of installing the SAMP installer, running the Apache server, and so on, you can easily do this by using an online code editor. So this is very helpful for a beginner in PHP who might also have a slow computer, so you can easily use a code editor that is online instead of using the one on your own local computer. So that is the advantages. And the little bit setback is that you need to have internet connection for you to do this. So aside from the fact that you need to have internet connection, using an online code editor can be very helpful, and it is a very smart way to access PHP for you as a beginner. Another challenge might be database connectivity. So aside from database connectivity, then online editor is good for mid-level PHP. Third reason is that, let's say if anybody does not have a computer and they're interested in learning PHP, I know it can be difficult for you to learn it and run it on your mobile phone, but if you really want to do that, it is also helpful with the use of online code editor. So there are some applications that you can use for you to run PHP straight from your mobile phone. So another question will be, what online editor is the best for you to use? So listen, there are so many online editor, but I'm going to be recommending one, and it's not a paid promotion, but I'm just going to be showing it because it's best for me. So just search for online PHP editor on Google, and you can see that there are so many options for you to use. So for me, I will prefer W3 School, and why I will tell you soon, but let's just use it first and compare with the other option. So let me open it in a new tab, and here we are. So you can also just use this direct link. I will leave it in the description box. So now you click on try it yourself, and then it will open a code editor for you, and you can clear this initial code that is there, and you can start writing your own PHP code by yourself. In this session, you can run and test your code. You can try out some echoes, some variable, and other PHP. So let's try out some echo and use a random letter anyhow. So let me run it, and you see if I run it now, you see that it will come out, and yeah, there you go. After that, let's say we do like a variable. So let's say name is just the same letter, A and I S D, and then let's clear this one out and then echo it. So run it, and here you go. So let's say you want to try out a tag as well on this space. This is also possible. So let's try that. So PHP echo $name, and if we run it, you're gonna see that we get the output with the h1 tag, right? And similarly, if you want to add color to it, let's say I'm still on the test. Let's say add color, no sorry, style. That should be style, and then we put the color, and let's say red. So let me run it. It still work fine. All right. And let's say you want to make another color, that is also possible. Let me just do that in a bit now. So I'll come here, and then let me create another variable, $color green. So you come here, and then you create a PHP tag for this variable, and then you echo $name, color, and that will be all. You run it. So that is it. And let's say in PHP you want to use HTML inside it, this is also possible. Just use the h2 tag and then close the h2 tag, and then you put inside in between them $name and then run it. So right here you can see that this is also working fine. So right, that is how we can use the online tool. So let's compare it with other tools. Let me just check the first one here, and you see that right now we're going to have some problem here, and you will see. So if I run it right now, you can see here that we got the first name. That is not a problem. But now if I go now and I put in echo 10 plus 10 right now, that will also print out properly, no issues. But now the issue now you can see here is that we are using HTML, but it's not printing the HTML properly. It is just printing the HTML as a screen. As you can see, it's writing the output, but the thing is that this tag is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to look exactly like this, coming out properly as this. So that is why this tool is not really good. I'm not saying it's not good, but it's not handling the work properly. If you try to use one compiler as well, you might run into similar issue, which is if you run it now, as you can see, the 20 and then the name results is showing properly, but the HTML tag are not running properly. So that is the issue. So that is all for this session. If you have any question, you can ask me. So let me tell you some drawbacks of using online editor tools. So the first one is that you will have some issue if you disconnect this code from the database. So it will disconnect. And then if you are using local code editor, let's say VS Code, if you are working on it, your program, your files are going to be saved. Otherwise, on this one, if you refresh it now, it will not be saved. Everything will clear. So you can just either copy and be pasting this in your local editor.